festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals going up against the Atlanta Braves. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John. Where do you think they stack up among the league's best?
Oh, Boog, they're definitely contenders, no doubt about that. Plenty of talent on this roster. Maybe not a juggernaut, but a good team. And I think they might need to patch some holes at some point, though.
Yeah, time will tell, of course, but I agree with you. They look like they're set up to play meaningful baseball all the way to game 162, maybe beyond. First pitch coming your way next. Getting the nod in this one, Max Fried. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there today, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can.
All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Jacob Wilson at the plate, Siggy. His rookie season was impressive.
Yeah, very much so, Boog. The 23-year-old earned the starting nod at shortstop for the AL All-Star team, tied for second in the majors with a .311 average, and only struck out 39 times all season.
Fried making his first start of the year, and he won a Gold Glove in 2025. That's off the mark. Ball one. Just getting started here at Truist Park outside Atlanta. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Got him. Good start for Max Fried. Zach Neto steps in for the Royals.
That's down. That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. Breaking ball inside, and it's 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. High fly ball, right field. Tucker in position. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill in this one, Drew Rasmussen. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The 0-2. And he grounds one to the right side. One gone, bottom half of the first.
second, right fielder.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Oh, great stop. And they get the out. We played an inning. No score. Back in Atlanta Truist Park, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Dylan Dingler steps in for the Royals. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting fifth.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
We see Pete Crow Armstrong now. How about this? Both of his parents are actors.
PCA's mother, Ashley Crow, starred as the mom in the 1994 baseball movie Little Big League, and now, Boog, her son is playing in the majors. And his father, Matthew John Armstrong, has appeared in several TV shows that we've definitely watched on a few of these team planes.
That one in there across the letters.
Little Big League's a classic, isn't it? I mean, it reminds me of movies like Angels in the Outfield, Rookie of the Year, and The Sandlot.
And fouls it away. The 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. One out man at first. Now the left fielder, Jake Mangum. Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Off the mark there. 3 balls, no strikes. Second inning here, no score. Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Key Brian Hayes.
First and second, 1 out. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. The Royals with a chance to score first here on opening day. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Kyle Stowers steps in for the Royals. And fouled off. That's off the mark. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Got him swinging for the strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Bottom of the second, now in for the Braves, Cody Clemens.
Cody Clemens.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Struck him out looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Now here is Jeremiah Jackson. The 0-1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
In the air to left center, Crow Armstrong gets under it. And there's 2 away.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Austin.
Here comes Austin Riley.
Ball, that's out. Ball, that's
outside. He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
To the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Great effort, but no throw. That's an infield single. So 2 down, and the batter will be the shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Hey!
On the ground right side. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. That clips the corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
In for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat.
Outside low, ball 3. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So the Royals batting order turns over. Yandy Diaz now at the plate. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball one. Out front, rip foul. The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Wilson stands in now and watches strike one. Just missed.
Outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
On the ground to third, in plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Carson Kelly. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Abreu takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, center fielder,
Luis Angel Acuna. Next up for the Braves. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Right side, hard hit. Over to Diaz. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
second baseman.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Luke Keeschel. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that gets down into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Tucker up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Challenge from behind the dish here. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. On to the fourth. Back at Truist Park. All set for the start of the inning. Zach Neto steps in for the Royals.
Well, these Royals just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Here's a 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
That one way inside. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Here's the catcher to hit, Dylan Dingler. All tied up here on opening day. Right through there for a strike.
Ball.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is even, 2-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the... Back here in Atlanta. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Bounce to the right. Neto gets it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Braves.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Cody Clemens next up for the Braves.
Hey!
Foul ball there. The 0-2.
Ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Pitch
That's
misses.
ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That misses the zone.
3.
Full count now. And a base hit up the middle. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
Up next for the Braves.
Here's the left fielder, Jeremiah Jackson. He's 0 for 1.
That's out.
This one in the air, center field. And he makes the catch. Go ahead run on base. Here's Austin Riley. Just
that's
missed. 2 gone, but the go ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That misses the zone. 2-2. Clemens off of first with 2 away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Right back to him on the mound. Throws to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. New inning getting started. Jake Mangum steps in for the Royals. Freed back to work.
Well, these Royals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
The 1-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And a 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Hayes in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Right through there for a strike. Another one. straight strikeouts.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Kyle Stowers getting ready to hit. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Check swing. He went. That is strike 2.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
He's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The 0-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Kelly in the box now. No balls and a strike. Out to center. Crow Armstrong under this one. And there's one down. Go ahead run on base. Luis Angel, runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Caught him looking for the K.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Now it's going to be Luke Keeschel.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Gone. The 2-run shot, his first homer of the year, and they lead it. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Just an excellent swing.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Last half of inning number 5. Ripped to the right center, and now maybe extra bases. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. Safe at second.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Schwarber in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Man at second. Towards first, Diaz. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And the batter now, Wilyer Abreu.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
That's a ball.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. 2 down, nobody on here on opening day. And that one is in the dirt. And the count 1-2. On the inside corner for called strike 3. Make it 6 shutout. Bottom of the 6th. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Cody Clemens.
Ball, that's too high.
That is upstairs for ball 1. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's one away. Now the left fielder, Jeremiah Jackson.
Hey.
And that is out of play. The 0-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here is Austin Riley. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Fastball for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's Andres Jimenez. 1 for 2. That's outside. And that is ball 1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This is going to treat to watch.
Base hit. And out to a board. And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Inside, ball 1.
Line shot into the gap, should score at least 1. Jackson headed for the plate. 1 run across. Coming around third is Jimenez. Now a relay to the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's 4-0. So runner at second, 2 down. Luis Angel Acuna, the next to hit.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong settles underneath it. That is the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here. Bolt coming on this. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Shelby Miller, ready to make his season debut. Stepping in, Zach Neto. In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Got him swinging for the K. The high heat, too much on that one. Now here is Dylan Dingler. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Jackson snags it on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Crow Armstrong now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jose Suarez, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Gratterall warming up as well. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Ball 1.
Good job to fight that one off. High fly ball.